All right, guys. Last request of the day is, well, a channel favorite at this point. It's Arctic Monkeys, and this one is Old Yellow Bricks from Favorite Worst Nightmare. So just want to take a quick look here. At this point, I've heard quite a bit from Favorite Worst Nightmare. I've heard Brainstorm. I've heard Fluorescent Adolescent. I've heard 505. If You Were There, Beware. This House is a Circus. Do Me a Favor. I don't remember if I've heard Teddy Picker or not. I know it's been super requested, and so I know I will eventually hear it. I can't remember off the top of my head if I have or not. And then I know I also have had Balaclava requested, and I don't recall if I listened to it or not. So a couple here that maybe I've also listened to, but man, we've almost gotten to this whole album, so I'm kind of excited about that. Anyway, let's give it a listen. Again, this is Old Yellow Bricks by Arctic Monkeys. Here we go.
City that never wakes up, blinded by nostalgia. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? She was enraged by the way that the emperors were trapped in the cage, and the days she deemed dull, leading to nights reading beer bottles. You're such a fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini, love, you don't know what you're running away from. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up, blinded by nostalgia? Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? Dorothy was right though.
That was interesting. I liked that one a whole lot. That was great. I'm just consistently surprised by this band and just how much I consistently like their music. And honestly, like, I can see why I get so many requests to do songs off of this album, because this album is just, I mean, there is just hit after hit on this album. And this is another one of those that is like an instant playlist song for me. Like, this is going on the playlist, no doubt about it. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it a little bit more, starting with the lyrics. So, Old Yellow Bricks loves a risk, quite the little escapologist. Looked so miffed when you wished for 1,000 places better than this. You are the fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us, and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini, love, you don't know what you're running away from. So someone who just wants to get out, maybe of their neighborhood, their life, I don't know. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? Blinded by Nostalgia, Who Wants to Sleep in a City That Never Wakes Up. So maybe someone who's from a small town wanting to get away, right? Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? I don't want to live here. People never change. No one ever wakes up, in a sense. She was enraged by the way that the emperor were trapped in the cage, and the days she deemed dull, leading to nights reading beer bottles. You're such a fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us, and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini love, you don't know what you're running away from. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? Blinded by Nostalgia, Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? You're at a loss just because it wasn't all that you thought it was. You are the fugitive, but you don't know what you're running away from. She said, I want to sleep in the city that never wakes up and revel in nostalgia. So it sounds like she eventually maybe went off to the big city. Maybe it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. And so now it's just like, I want to go back home. I want to revel in that nostalgia. I know I said, who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? But Dorothy was right, though. And obviously, I'm guessing the famous quote, there's no place like home, right? So that's probably what she realizes at the end. It's like, yeah, I wanted to just go off to the big city, live my own life. And then I realized, like, home is there's no place like home, that kind of thing. So, I thought it was cool lyrically. I for sure give it a thumb up. As far as the instrumentation goes, just a lot of cool stuff happening here. As always, the guitar work is fantastic. I think every Arctic Monkey song, I'm always just not surprised by the guitar work, but just impressed by what they're able to do on the guitar. I think the bass was fantastic. Drums were excellent. I'm guessing it was just part of the rhythm guitar. I'm guessing it was just part of guitar because I don't see anything else credited here. But there was this sort of almost like sharp stabbing sound there in between like the verse and the chorus. I think that was just really cool sounding. It almost sounded almost haunting in a sense. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even put that together, Glory, and that's why it's called Old Yellow Bricks, like the Yellow Brick Road. That completely flew over my head until you said that. Wow, thank you so much. I was like, how did I not see that in the first place? Absolutely. So, yeah, cool. I'm gonna give like a half thumb to lyrics just for that, but yeah, I think instrumentally this one was fantastic. Guitar work was great. It was interesting. It was an interesting listen. It wasn't just a straight rock song in the sense that there were some other things going on where it was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And of course, I think vocally this one was fantastic as well. Very energetic in the delivery, very fast paced and fun. So I give it 2 big thumbs up. This is exactly the kind of Arctic Monkey song that I really enjoy. So with that said, and like I said when the song originally ended, was just like, yeah, this is an instant playlist for me. This is one of those I don't even have to think about. This is going on the playlist. Can't wait to listen to it again. I give it 2 big thumbs up for replay value. Overall, a fantastic song. And guys, overall, a fantastic day to listen to music here on the channel.